Why is our option the best choice for estate planning? First, it's convenient and accessible 24/7 via our cloud-based software platform. All the language was provided by estate planning attorneys to our team of developers who built the software. You never write language. You simply complete your questionnaire, which has a tutorial to answer any questions you may have as you go through the process. The documents are state-specific, as determined in the questionnaire when you select the state you reside in. The process is very straightforward and user-friendly. Second, so what could be better than being convenient? How about affordable and inexpensive as compared to the traditional approach for getting a comprehensive estate plan? You aren't paying for an attorney's office and staff overhead. Law firms use a questionnaire and software to produce estate planning documents. In a similar way, our process uses a cloud-based software platform without you having to pay the high cost of working through a law firm. Third, simple is always better. Our process is made to be simple. There's no law that states the language has to be complicated and confusing. The law says that your wishes have to be documented in the living trust, which is exactly what our software is programmed to do. You can make your intentions known without having to confuse the process with a lot of legalese. Fourth, how good is it to have documents and not be able to access them at any time? Well, it's not very good. So we provide you with a cloud-based secure document vault. You store and keep your documents safe and easily accessible 24/7. You can also store other important documents you may want to be able to access from time to time. With our system, you always know where your important papers are. You can also make unlimited changes, amendments, and restatements with our platform. The average person makes 7 to 8 changes during their lifetime that could otherwise cost thousands in additional legal fees. Fifth, our system makes funding your trust simple and convenient through your own personal funding kit. Law firms will provide you with information as to how and why it's critically important to get your trust funded, but that's where it stops. As a result, most trusts completed by law firms are never funded and therefore worthless. With our platform, you receive a funding kit that guides you through the process of transferring titled assets and personal property into the name of your trust. We have made the process quick and user-friendly. How does our process compare to other service providers? Appearances can be misleading. There's some inexpensive websites that offer documents for a few $100s. Typically, these are direct to consumer and come filled with disclaimers. You get a questionnaire with some questions resulting in what could be considered a very basic document template. When other features or benefits are needed, you are either going to be directed to an attorney or pay additional fees to get what you want. With us, you get a comprehensive living trust along with power of attorneys, a secure document vault, the ability to maintain and keep your documents current, and a unique funding kit to make sure your trust is funded. Nothing can compare to all the features and benefits available with our systematic process. We offer all this for a very small investment that will return itself many times over when the time comes. Here's some more important points to keep in mind. Anything offered at a cheap price is cheap, and a sign that the company behind the offer is profiting in other ways off of your personal information. When you register into one of these systems, the process of them collecting your information begins. There's large profits to be earned either through third-party advertisers or companies who pay for the data that is collected anytime you visit the website. I would be very concerned about the value of the information you enter into these systems. Estate planning requires that you provide a lot of personal private information. You never know where it might end up. The old expression, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is fair warning. Every company is in business to profit. When you see cheap, you can rest assured profits will come from someplace else. Some of the largest online companies profit by collecting consumer data. The data that comes from estate planning is extremely valuable to a lot of institutions and marketers. With us, your information is always going to be secure and kept private. Very few technology companies have invested the time and money to go to the extent we did in order to be able to offer the most comprehensive estate planning platform in America. Nothing compares to the quality of our documents, the features and benefits that customers have access to, and the ongoing support to make sure every customer has what they need is unprecedented. Our building process began over 10 years ago, making what we have one of the longest running platforms for online estate planning in America. We are number one for estate planning.